This is a baseball team that I don't want to say it's lost their way because that's probably not fair at this point, but it is certainly a baseball team that is finding some struggles that we've not seen in a Tony Vitello team the last few years.
Yeah, I mean, right now the light bulb has went off, and they've not yet to change it. Right? I mean, like offensively, they're struggling. And the one thing that you've always known about Coach Vitello's teams is they can score. They may give up some runs with some errors, they may give up runs, period, but they can score. And right now, they can't score. And when you can't score, you struggle to win. I mean, even in the game that went extras that ended on Sunday, I mean, Tennessee had 13 hits before the extra innings began, only had 4 runs. And like they're just struggling to, get things across. They've had, bad mental mistakes with base running, whether it be player led or coach led, with having a kid try to go from first to third and getting thrown out, or second to home. Those little things Tennessee just can't afford right now. It's kind of like the football team the last year or so, with the offense kind of going, being kind of stuck in neutral at times. You can't afford the little mishaps. You can't afford to start 1st and 15 because of a procedural penalty. Tennessee can't afford to get thrown out at home. They can't afford to give up outs that shouldn't be outs. And right now, until they can kind of get the offensive bats cranked up again, they're going to have to lean heavily on a pitching staff that to this point showed some flashes, but at the same time has struggled as well.
Yeah, it's just it's interesting, I think, and when you look at this team, and I said this back in February, I think that you much like you can't compare the 22 offense in football to future offenses because that one was so unique and everybody had adjusted coming out of that season. I don't think Tony Vitello or fans should look at it and say, "Hey, this team is like team." The 26 teams like the 24 team, or the 25 teams like the 24 team. I think the 24 team was a unicorn in the sense that, and I don't want to say Tony Vitello didn't have to work because that's unfair. He and his staff did work, and they pushed a lot of the right buttons in 24, but they didn't have nearly as many buttons as they had to put that they had to push in 24 because of the veterans that you had, because of the drive that people had. I mean, that was a pretty easy team to coach in 24. When you look at Burke and you look at Christian Moore and you look at all those guys that you had that had been so close and were driven by shortcomings. And I think that this team's harder to coach